Let's go. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You don't know what time it is, man. The 1% Better Show.
Yes, sir.
Alexander Blanc is here.
Mr. J here.
Yes, and we got a special guest, man.
Building.
Julian Horton.
Yo,
first of all, let's get straight to it, man. What is it? Beauty and Black? Am I saying it right?
Beauty and Black.
Beauty and Black. #1 TV show on Netflix. Great show.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I don't really watch TV.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Like, I watch a movie or two. I don't really watch TV. I was watching it just preparing for the interview. I'm like, let me see what's going on. And I was like, damn, man, I like this. I ain't want to. You know how, like, when you don't do something and something out your norm, it's like, you don't want to give it the credit because you don't want it to be that special.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling Alex, I'm like, Alex, did you watch it? He like, you know, like, I don't even want to get caught up in, you know what I'm saying? Because Alex does a lot of research, right? So I'm like, did you watch it? Like, I don't want to get caught up. I'm like, I watched the show. And I'm like, it's good, bro. You will like it. Did I say that? Am I lying?
Yeah, tell me.
You did say that, bro. That's lit. Man, I appreciate you for watching it, bro.
Yeah, man. First of all, congratulations, dog.
I appreciate you.
This is your first big, like, come to...
I would say so, bro. I would say so.
Okay.
I mean, I've done some... I did national champions with J.K. Simmons and Uzo Aduba, who were Emmy winners and Oscar Award winners. I did Re-Education of Molly Singer. I've done Ruin with Kerry Hilson and Annie Alonzo and Chris Warren. I've done Tough Love. I've done a couple things, bro. I've been in this game for 10 years now.
Wow.
But this is the one that has allowed me to be seen by, a lot of people. Yeah, bro. This is the one.
Before we get into it, bro, we were talking offline or off air about just like about time.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Because it got to be like, not to make it too serious, but it is what we talk about on the show. Talk about that roller coaster ride of, like chasing your dream, always knowing that it's going to come true, right? In the back of your mind. But really being scared, right? Like, because we say we got confidence, but we go in the house by ourselves, it's like, man, what's going on? Like, I'm missing out on so many events, missing out on time, missing out on money that I could be getting with corporate job. Who knows? Like, I don't know. What am I doing? I'm just chasing this dream. And only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Talk about the roller coaster ride of when you finally land this big gig, and it's like, man, I knew it.
No, bro. Ever since I was young, bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. It's been make it or make it. Ain't no other option, bro. It's like from 4 years old, I had a dream and I had a vision and I had this purpose and feeling from God. I'm gonna make it no matter what, and I'm gonna try until I make it. There's no settling into what the world wants you to be. It's gonna be what I want to be, and the world gonna have to accept that. So it's just like you think. So I played football at first. And you think when the football's happening, I'm going to be in the league. I'm going to be a millionaire at least by 23, 24. And you have these aspirations and you have these dreams. And life humbles you. That's what I learned, is that you're not really in control. God in control. And life can humble your ass real quick. And it's just like, even though it was humbling me, and I went through a lot of tumultuous I still had the faith that it's going to happen. But as time goes on, though, and you auditioning for these parts, and you're this close to getting a part that you really think can take you over the top, you don't get it. And then you get another role, you don't get it. That's where it kind of gets a little iffy in your brain a little bit. You don't want doubt to creep in, but it does a little bit because we're human beings. And it's just like, you get a role like this that comes across your desk, and your agent's desk, and it's just like, this can be huge. But then that doubt creeps in again and saying, gonna happen, you're gonna get close, and he didn't get it. And that's what kind of happened at first. Like, even with this part, I auditioned for the role, and they liked it. Like, we're gonna fly you out to LA in persons. And then a week went by, the flight's the next day, and I'm asking my agent, where's the itinerary? Sorry, Julian, they went with another actor. Cool. Like I said, we're used to it. We actors and stuff. At the end of the day, this is a no business. You hear no a lot more than you hear yes. And if you ain't comfortable with that, you can't be in this profession. So it's just like, okay, cool, move on to the next one. Even though my money getting low. Even though, goddamn, I need something, though. Because, like, the strike had just happened, and I'm going to my savings and things of that nature. And it's just like, life is happening. And, yeah, bro, I need something to shake. Grace of God, bro. A week later, the casting director, Kim Coleman, she hits my agent up again and is like, is Julian available? So I guess they had some things going on. This person was available, not this, that, whatever. A lot of was happening behind the scenes, whatever. And then like 3 weeks later, my agent called me and said I got the part, bro. And I think that was one of the greatest feelings, bro, because it seems like everything that I had gone through in the culmination of my life was like, okay, I finally got a chance to be seen now. And that felt really, 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 yeah, shit felt good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So I just want to dig deeper into this conversation because the first thing that comes to mind, like, was it ever a moment of arrogance? And when I say arrogance, of just feeling human, like being number two. Because I think on lip service you said like some people that probably didn't like passed on it or something like that. And it's like, yo, like y'all would have went with someone else if y'all had the opportunity, but y'all come to me because it was like I was almost the only option, the best option. Yeah. Did you ever feel that, or was it just always happy to be here?
That's a good question, bro. Once I knew the real story of what happened, I didn't feel that way, because the thing with TP is like he builds rapport with other actors, and long story short, I guess he had told someone way before I had auditioned that like, hey, I got this part for you, and the guy read the script and he didn't rock with it. He didn't want to do it and stuff. Then that's when they asked me, because I got off my audition. TP, like I said, he has a good rapport with people. You see, like a lot of the stuff that he puts out, there's a lot of the same people. It's like a Tyler Perry universe. So it wasn't like someone had beat me out in the acting part of it. It was more so like
relationship. Yeah,
relationship. So that's why I didn't feel bad. Once I knew the real story, I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool, because I really did the audition part, the hard part, the acting part to earn the role. So after that, I was straight on that.
Was it somebody that was like a big actor or something? Because like to be able to turn something down on Netflix is like you got to be established.
No, it was Calvin, the driver.
What? I'm sorry, my bad. I apologize. My bad.
No, shout out to Shannon Wild. He's a great actor. I'm telling the story. And I'm telling the story how I told y'all. I'm like, yo, nigga, I was going through it, bro. They had me. They didn't have me, bro. I was going through it, and I finally got it. And then he was laughing one day. Not laughing at me, but laughing. Him and Chris was kind of like laughing and like looking at each other. I'm like, laughing at? So funny. And then he told me, like, yeah, bro, I was originally going to do it, the Roy part. And he was going to do it because I think they had done, like, Divorce in the Black a year before. And Tyler had said, like, he had this part for him. Knowing Shannon now, great actor, great human being. Yeah, I mean, that really, he didn't want to do it. And that really isn't, like, in his temperament anyway. I'm more kind of crazy and more wild and stuff. So it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. He wanted to play more like the Calvin guy, the driver. And that's when they went with me and stuff. Yeah, because I thought the same thing. I was on some things of like Michael B. and all these other actors, like, because it's Netflix, it's Tyler Perry. You think it's like, yo, you're going to have to beat the best of the best of everybody. And then you find out that it's really just, no, it's just the nigga the TP knows. And that's how TP works, though, which I appreciate. Once you get into the universe,
now you know what I'm saying? And you build that relationship, so
exactly. So
I'm always employed,
exactly,
as long as I do good.
Exactly. So that's really what it was. But yeah, bro, that's really how it happened.
Yo, I mean, so I don't even want to ask you, were you ready, right? I want to ask you a different question, like, are you ready? And I'm asking that because, like, this is good.
Yeah.
But this is nowhere near the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I don't know how much hate you got from your character. I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot because you played it well.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, we're stupid. We're just consumers. So we think you are who you are on the show, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, all right. But imagine that times 10.
Yeah.
Right? So you already had to get used to that. But do you think you can ever get used to that? Because that's really not compared to where you want to go in your career.
So basically, brother, like, to answer the question, definitely yes. Yeah, I'm ready for sure. To be honest, I don't think there's a human being in this world that could have done what I did with Roy and is doing what I'm doing with him after. And really, really capitalizing on just the moment. You know, I think a lot of actors, I have co-stars, but, you know, they chill. They just actors, you know what I'm saying? They doing their thing and they out the public eye. Me, I have a team around me that's very, very strong, that supports me, that wants me to win. Me being who I am, a guy that's always known that I wanted to do this, always known that the moment was going to come, that when it did come, I was ready. So now that it's happening, it's like I said off camera, it's like I've gone through a lot of bull, And I've seen a lot of highs. I've seen a lot of things that people aspire to see. Like playing in the SEC, playing in college football, you go to these stadiums. And then this is like when you play in NCAA 2007 as a high school or a middle school kid, like, oh, damn, LSU, Georgia. I'm in these stadiums for real. And with these 100,000 people, like, damn, this is for real. So the stage has never been that like crazy to me because God has always been preparing me on every season of my life. So when an opportunity like this did come, I was ready. So from going to playing in front of 100,000 to having a brief stint in the league to having negative things happen to me as well. A lot of stuff that I didn't want to happen to me. It prepared me for this moment because like I've gone through a culmination of life and it's allowed me to be prepared for this moment and to capitalize on this moment and to always stay humble at the same time. I'm a humble kid. At the end of the day, bro, this whole celebrity culture, even when it comes to me and stuff, it's always kind of been weird to me. Always. Because I've always been a man that's like, there's only one we exalt and that's God. At the end of the day, I'm like the way people treat certain people and they put them on this pedestal. We all human beings and stuff. That's why I'm so glad I got this at 33 years old in the season of my life now. But I'm ready because I just have a lot of things to offer besides just acting. I can do certain things. I'm in the music world now. I'm producing a whole album right now. I do music as well. So it's just like we're ready for that. Since I don't give a damn about keeping up this image of like, yeah, I'm better than shit. Yeah, I try to be relatable as hell, bro, and try to be with the people. That's what I want to be. And that's my position. I want to honor the position by being with the people. So I've gone viral doing things of like taking regular flights, being in the back of Frontier Airlines, driving my same car, wearing not so much, high-priced jewelry. I'm just a regular dude with a position that's, I get to be seen by a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I'm ready because I've been preparing for this my whole life, to be honest.
Yo, when you said the airplane stuff, it reminded me of, are you familiar with Partisan Fontaine?
I heard, yeah. I heard of him before, yeah.
He got this song, I think it's a project called Underrated, but he got a song called Not There Yet. Mm-hmm. And he basically talk about how certain things he can't do, he's not comfortable with doing because he's locally famous.
Yeah.
Right? And basically like, he says like, I can't really work a 9 to 5 because like too many people know me and like that's humiliating and it shouldn't be because we getting our bag, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like you do have this real sense of, like, I don't know what word to call it, but like
it's like this middle ground kind of.
And like when I hear you, like, bro, I still gotta get to the end. Yeah, I'm not rich, so I'm gonna take the cheapest flight out.
On me.
Okay, damn, what y'all talking about?
On me.
But do you feel that like fake? I want to say fake pressure from like your success that you had, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it's a fake pressure that comes with that. Like you being on a Frontier flight. Mm-hmm. I feel like because of the success you had, your success says you can't do that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that a lot in other aspects of your life too?
To be honest, bro, no.
No?
Honestly, like I said, I try to be as normal and regular as possible because that's the thing that I really truly feel. Mm-hmm. But now that I got this position, I even want to push it even more. Just show motherfuckers like, yo, this shit regular, bro. Because the thing about it, bro, it's like this is not an objective sport. I'm not LeBron James, 6'9", 260. Okay, he's the best. Okay, we got to get him number one. He's number one draft pick. This is a subjective sport. And that allows me to be humble, too, because it could have went a different way. It could have went a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you get Steph Curry, he the best, man. You put him on the court, he's better than everybody. We're picking him. It's easy. And Edwards, we're picking it's easy. But with this, it can be the smallest bull that makes someone pick this person over this person. He's darker feature. He has darker complexion. He's 6'2". This guy's 5'11". This guy's this, that. This voice is this. It can be the smallest of shit. It's not even about the acting. It's about, this guy, he looks like the guy that we're writing the book about and writing the movie about. Wow. It can be the smallest of things. So that's what keeps me like, I ain't about to flex on nobody. This is a grace of God type thing. This is a blessing that was given to me, but I keep that in mind because it could have went a different way. I could have not gotten the party and I was like, damn, I'm struggling, man. I gotta go clock in somewhere. But now that I got this opportunity, it's allowed me to just like, you know what? I'm gonna be with the people as much as I can and make sure that they seen. Because a lot of these people in this world be like, I'm too good for it. And I'm gonna make everybody feel seen. And take every picture and look at them in the eyes ask them their name, and make sure they feel seen. And I do that every day, even yesterday. Or, yeah, yesterday I missed my flight. And the lady's like, I know you're frustrated, but can I get a pic? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because at the end of the day, I just want people to feel seen, bro. Because at the end of the day, I just know that, like, certain celebrities that I've seen have made me feel a certain way. I'm like, damn, they on some bull. And then certain people have made me feel like, you know what? Hey, cool. I want to be like that.
And even after, like, not even being chosen, right? My bad. I know you guys' question because I'm into it. Not even being chosen. After it being chosen, it's almost like the producers. This might sound weird, but just bear with me. The producers play like this God role in your career.
Yeah.
Because think about Omari Hardwick.
Mm-hmm.
We think about Ghost, right? Mm-hmm. He was the top of the top at a time. And the producer could easily just say, oh, let's kill him off. Mm-hmm. You're like, what?
Yep.
Like, why would you? Like, that don't even make sense. You have no say-so. Mm-hmm. And it's like, just as soon as you was on the top of that mountain, you could be off that mountain no matter how good you are. Exactly. No matter how good you were. So I definitely understand what you're saying.
Exactly, bro. And that's the scary part about all this shit. And that's why it's so good to just, like, stay as humble as possible, stay as likable as possible. So at the end of the day, if something like that does happen, people remember you like, he's easy to work with. We can use him over here. And that's just why I tell people all the time.
No, I actually have it's a true testament to your character because, I mean, how we met.
Yeah.
Off of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you didn't
facts.
know me from a can of paint.
Facts.
And I just introduced myself. I was like, oh, would you be willing to do an interview? And you were like, yeah, you're down. And one thing that I attribute to that respect is that you followed up. I followed up and you responded immediately. Mm-hmm. But then, like, bringing it back to the show, right?
Yeah.
Your character is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to gauge, like, do you ever feel like kind of a wrestle as you get into the mindset for Roy versus who Julian actually is?
Yeah, that's a good question, bro. I get asked that a lot, like, how do you get prepared for this role, baby? At the end of the day, I've gone through so much dark shit in my life, and I've seen a lot of ups and downs, and I've seen, like I said, just a spectrum of things I've gone through. I've gone through, I feel like, every emotion, from grief, anxiety, doubt, fear, intrusive thoughts, worry, fear, whatever, I said it again, but fear, and then I've seen the joy, happiness, positivity, love, passion, compassion, and I feel like with this character, Roy, it was just like a lot of people ask me, like, what's your dream role? And I say, this character I'm playing right now is pretty dreamy, to be honest, because I didn't have to do too much for the role because he's layered, this character's layered, and more so, I brought just my experiences and what I've gone through in life to this character compared to allowing this character to dictate, like, how I was going to play. I'm bringing Julian Horton to this character because I see where you can take it. I could have been one-noted and been more like, yeah, I'm just a mean nigga. But at the end of the day, he has his vicious moments, and I've had my vicious moments in my life. He has his, him and Mallory, they arguing, and it's kind of funny and kind of like more light, and I like goofing around and having fun, like having a good time. Roy has a good time, So at the end of the day, I think, like, through all the things that I've gone through, all the experiences I've gone through, it allowed me to just be prepared to play this particular character. Because they asked me to play in the audition for other characters. And when I saw this Roy guy, I was like, you know what? Everything I've gone through in my life, I can bring it to this guy. Because he just seems like he's trying to figure it out too, just like I am. He's going through bullshit just like I've gone through bullshit. He's going through this, that, and the third. I've gone through this, that, and the third. So it was more so me bringing my life experiences and just everything I've gone through to this character. And that's what made it easy to just configure what I was going to do for this character and how I was going to bring it to life, to be honest.
Yo, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm as I was watching the show, I was wondering, like, what you thought about the writing process. Because, Tyler gets so much hell for him writing and how he exposes black trauma, things like that, play on it. What was... Again, I know you're appreciating the role, but I was wondering, like, did you ever think about that? Did you ever second guess that? Did you ever feel anyway or anything about, like, what was your thought process on that?
Yeah, to be honest, brother, when I first read it, I was kind of like, this is kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to talk crazy to a black woman and do all these certain things that you have to kind of get ready for to put on camera for the whole world to see. From doing cocaine, having your ass out and smashing the way I was doing one of the scenes and just talking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of, I had to juggle it a little bit in my spirit because, you know, me being a believer, me being a dude that has like been, you know, dealing with past trauma and healing, you go into this like, you know, this dark place playing this character in certain parts. And yeah, it was kind of a juggle for a little bit, but that's when I started like researching about other people who have been characters that are believers, but they played characters that were kind of vicious and kind of crazy. So I went to Denzel and see like, what did Denzel say? And what was he like when he had to play, you know, Alonzo on Training Day? How did he feel about that? Being who he was. And then, you know, he did Remember the Titans and all these good movies. And he's so, you know, he's so good and so entertaining and uplifting and stuff. And then he goes to this character.
A villain almost. Yeah.
That is just despicable. Right. But still had redeemable qualities because he was funny. Yeah. And that's what I really, that role, Alonzo, was really, I watched that movie a lot before I took on this role. Because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But at the same time, I think Denzel, he's vicious. But at the same time, he's fun to watch. He's like, yeah, he's a bad guy, but, you know, I could have a drink with Alonzo. That nigga funny as shit. He crazy. That's why I wanted to bring the Roy. But at the same time, to your point and to the question, I was looking at, like, how he figured it out. And he said he tries to find the angles of everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a believer and whatever. He tries to find the angles of how you can just, like, connect to the audience and playing these characters. And he wrote on his little script, Romans 6:23, I believe, for the wages of sin is death. And basically he was just saying that, like, he wanted Alonzo to get the proper conclusion to the character, which was the death that he, like, happened in this story. So that allowed me to just, okay, this Roy character that I'm playing, I want to make sure that people can learn and people can figure out that if I go down this path, and if I do the certain thing this Roy guy is doing, this despicable bullshit, that I can end up like him in a hospital bed and not being, it's a lot of stuff. So basically I wanted him to get the conclusion that he deserved, which he kind of did. And in season 2, he gets even more craziness to happen to him. And if you really are smart, intelligent nigga, you don't want this to happen to you. And that's what I wanted to convey to the crowd. That's
crazy, because my next question, you kind of answer it. I was wondering, like, how do you balance, because you talk about the faith, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance being faith and, like, God-driven, but also playing these characters that might not be as godly as you are? And it's like, now your faith is, you playing tug of war with your faith at this point, but like you said, it's about having people learn from it. I never even thought, thought about that. That's crazy.
That's how I really figured out, bro, because I ain't going to lie to you, man. Season 2, I do even crazier things. And I seen it. That's when I really was like, because like after season 1, I'm thinking like season 2 gonna be like, I can't say too much about it, but I thought like it was gonna be something like, you know, Roy changed his beat, but it was, Roy gets even, you know, nuttier and crazier. And so at the end of the day, though, it's just like I said, something has to happen to this man. You can't just be like scot free and like, yeah, everything's good. No, something has to happen to him so people can learn like, okay, I can't do what he's doing. It kind of reminds me of certain stories in the Bible. You can't do what he did, because that's the reason why it's in there, because you get to learn this lesson of what not to do. And that's really the reason why I love movies and entertainment, because there's lessons to be learned in this form of entertainment.
Does a day on set ever get heavy for you playing the character? Like, I know you have your idea of how it should end and things like that, so that makes you feel a little better. But even understanding the end, does it ever get heavy playing until you get to the end, like playing the middle part, playing this part until you get there?
Sometimes it does get heavy. I mean, it gets heavy sometimes, but I do have a good job of being able to compartmentalize it, though, and not taking it home with me and not allowing it to stick to my spirit so much.
Okay.
Like sometimes it is, because some parts you do got to get like a little dark, a little bit. But I think I do a good job of being able to just come out of it quickly and not let it, like, because some actors can. Some actors will, like, they'll take it home with them, like look in the mirror and like, yo, get out of this mode. Like, I'm not like that. I'll be able to do a dark scene. I might be there for a little bit. I might take a deep breath. All right, what we doing? And then I'll be back to Julian and just like being able to joke around and goof around and just be, you know, back to being funny and stuff and playing around and stuff. But Yeah, I think that I've been able to do a good job to be able to compartmentalize it, because that goes back to the previous questions. Like, I felt those things in life before, so it's easier for me to get it out of my system and get it out of my psyche, because it's like really already in there. Just put it away. And that's why I love acting so much, because it's like everything that I went through in life is not in vain. So while I'm going through this, I might have gone to, had this happen to me, like, damn, this shit sucks. It's like now I'm able to bring those emotions back and put them in these characters. So it's not in vain, because some people, have things happen to them and they just, that's it. That's it, bro. That's it. They didn't get a chance to redeem themselves. They didn't get a chance to change things. They didn't get a chance to learn things. They just stayed the same way and had an untimely ending or whatever, or they just didn't learn at all. But for me, I've been able to, by the grace of God, been able to learn from my mistakes, still have those things that happened to me. And now, being an actor, I need you to do this, 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 need you to feel this. It's like, okay, bet. Let's open up this portal. You know what happened to you in 2011. You know what happened to you when you were 22, that crazy shit. No, bring it here. Put it in there. And then do it. Cut. Yeah, so what's for lunch? And that's how I do it, because it's already there. It's stored away, basically. So I think it's a good thing, because like I said, if you haven't been through certain things, it's kind of like if you're having to muster up certain energies that you haven't felt before as an actor, yeah, it might be a little bit darker and harder to come out of it, because you're not used to that.
Never seen it before. Yeah.
Never seen it. You never experienced it. I've experienced it, so it's like it's easier for me to transition back to being like, to have some sense of normalcy.
It was funny. It's crazy because you said something about you wanted to do movies, right? Like you never really saw yourself in this.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, again, all this is new to me, because I'm just thinking, I didn't even put these on my notes. I was wondering, have you ever gotten scared to get trapped into this TV show actor? Because I think about, even, again, I could say Omari Hardwick, because like I feel like Power was like one of the biggest shows that we watched in the recent days. And I still don't think Omari Hardwick has gotten casted for any like big time movies outside of like Mother.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if that's like, not to make him the god of the TV actors, but I'm just saying, like, Power was big deal.
Huge.
Did you ever look at it like that? Like, man, how am I going to get out of just being seen as a TV series actor? And like, I want to do movies. Like, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it.
Is that a real thing? I have no clue.
It kind of is, because like, even when you get with your agency, like when I got with my agency, I gave them my goals. So like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. This is where I want to take my freaking career and stuff like that. And then you get a part like this. But then it's like a double-edged sword, though, kind of, because reality is real and life is real. And it's more so like life is happening and niggas ain't working. Niggas is not working, fam. And it's more like, fuck getting caught up in shit. I don't give a damn. I'm getting caught up in some shit, nigga. I need some money, nigga.
Facts.
Real stuff. I need some livelihood. I need to, because you start to see that, bro. I get it. Everyone has these aspirations and these dreams. I want to be the biggest movie star of all time. But it's like, okay, while you waiting, the bills is waiting. They got to be paid, fam. So then you get a show like this. It's like, you gonna pay me this? I'll stay here for a minute. And that's how it is. Because it's like, now I understood, like, why some of the Tyler Perry actors didn't go to other places. I'm like, why are they staying in Tyler Perry world? Oh, shit. Now I see why they staying in Tyler Perry world. Oh, you get this check and you get this, like, loyalty, and because real life is happening. So at the same time, yeah, I do want to have this be a stepping stone for my career, and I think it's a great stepping stone. I think a lot of the greats that I look up to, they started on TV shows. Go to Will Smith, you go to Martin, you go to Jamie Foxx, guys I look up to who I've been inspired by. I think it's a great stepping stone because I get to display so many emotions in this character, and by the grace of God, I hope it just leads me to being in the movies and continuously having this flourishing career. But I don't really get worried about it now, like I said, because real life is happening. I got friends who are actors that are great actors, ain't got a job in a year or two. People, man, I'm struggling. But it's like, you see that, and now you're like, okay, I'm just grateful to be able to have this position, to be able to put food on the table, to pay my bills, to not have to worry about the money aspect, because that comes into it now, especially in this climate, because it's hard out here. It really is.
You know what's crazy, bro? My bad, Alex. I got you. Because I'm just so into it now. Because a lot of things are just coming full circle for me. It was a moment where, and I'm no way trying to be messy or nothing. It was a moment where I think Taraji P. Henson was talking about not being paid her worth, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing you talking, it's like, man, Tyler Perry gave you an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering where, not, of course we can't speak for her, but I'm just wondering if, just for open dialogue, where do we as humans, where does it go left? Because it's like, bro, how does an opportunity get turned into like somebody not paying me my worth? Like, I don't understand that. Again, it's not really about Taraji, bro, but how do we get there? Like, how does it ever get there?
Bro, to be honest, I don't even know, to be honest, how it gets there, bro. To be honest, I think that like that's why I rock with TP though, because he's going to make sure everyone's paid though, the way they're supposed to. You hear on like every interview from Megan Good to Corey Hardrick to Taraji P. Henson to Cicely Tyson, it's like talented can be and make sure I was good, and he gonna make sure you straight, if anything else. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because in this climate of Hollywood and even the movies I've gotten, it's like they ain't paying like Tyler Perry paying. He making sure people are straight and making sure that you are taken care of. So I really don't even know, because right now I'm still young in my career, right? And I'm still figuring out. So by the grace of God, like I said, I've been able to get good money and have these opportunities. So right now, I just pray that it continues to stay that way. To be honest,
you know, something that. On that note, that there was a conversation that I saw of Ryan Coogler, and he was talking about, you mentioned your athletic background and everything that you've gone through, and he was talking about the desire to overcome and achieve, and that resiliency, and how everything that he does as far as like writing and directing, he still has that same mentality. Yeah. Being that athlete, do you feel like you have that same resolve that you had going into game day as you do with acting and everything in that capacity?
Definitely. Okay. Definitely. I'm a competitor, bro. And sometimes I got to chill on it because I don't want my ego and like, at the same time, like I've learned in life that you're going to lose sometimes, bro. You're going to lose. I wouldn't even say lose, but like you're going to learn your lessons because they're not going to win every single time. But I carry that into everything I want to do, bro. I want to be the best. I really want to be the best. Like when I act, bro, like and I always say this, like I don't want to just be satisfied because I got this opportunity and like I gotta get to act on it. I really want to kill niggas when I get on screen, bro. And I take pride in that because that does come from sports. Because it's like, bro, you go from high school. I went to Great Atlanta Christian School, bro, Norcross. Best player on the team. Julian, hoo-hoo. All state, Super Six. All regions, all that, all county, all that stuff. And you're the best, whatever. And you're still a competitor. You still want to win and lead your teams to, glory, as they say. But then you get to college, and it's okay. You going to SEC school. You going against the same people that had the same shit happen to them. It was all state. It was all county. And these people are good. And you learn right then and there, oh, shit, there's other good people in the world, too. They good, too. And that... yeah, you're friends with your peers and your teammates, but at the same time, we all fighting for that starting spot. We all fighting to get on the field. We all fighting for playing time. We all want to go to the league. So that builds the extra motivation and that determination and that resilience to win. Doing the extra stuff, doing things in your dorm room, doing things to just like get ahead so you can be faster, be better, and be a better receiver. I was a receiver. To be a better receiver so you can start. And, I take that with acting. What can I do to not just, like, read the script and just, like, okay, I'm going to give this. No, I do everything to say, how can I make this even more massive than it already is? Because, like, TP, the way he writes, Tyler works very efficiently. He's the most efficient director, businessman I've ever seen. That's why he's paid the way he is. He knows how to take advantage of the business side of things. And so he writes these scripts kind of fast, you know what I'm saying? Because he's writing 16 episodes, these are hour-long episodes, and he writes it very fast. So he's almost, in my mind, I'm like, well, he's not doing the Aaron Sorkin thing. He's not doing the Ryan Coogler thing where it's like every word you have to say the way it needs to be said. I'm writing it to be like this. It's more so, here's a template. Now you go make it your own. Now some actors, from what I've heard and what I've seen, they take it as is. I'm going to say what it says on the page. My thing is, now I got this template, now I'll go make it the best. Go put the Julian Horton spin on it. Go, because what I do is walk like 5 to 6 miles with the script. So many times I walk. I do it for 2 or 3 hours a day when I get the script. And just come up with really the script for sure. But what certain like ear candy and eye candy, I may say, what can I give that to the character to make him stand out even more? And a lot of the parts that people say to me or like, yo, man, all improv. It was from me. And that's what I mean by just like the competitive spirit to be great. I'm trying to figure out like, what can I say to make him stand out even more, to make people really realize like, yo, this guy is, man, this guy is good right here. I remember him. Because a lot of the lines, I'll do certain things that like, I put the twist on it. And that's just the competitive nature in me, just to like, I'm not okay with just saying the script. I want it to be the best. And how can I make it the best? So I've always carried that competitive nature in me. And yeah, and I always want to be the best, bro. I want to be one of the best actors in the world, bro. I want to be one of the best producers in the world. I want to go down, bro. When I leave this earth one day, they know Julian Horton was here, bro. That's really it, bro. That's it. I think God has allowed us to have these talents, from all of us in here, to have these talents, these gifts. And our gift back to God is to maximize it to the motherfucking max. To the max. So when you do leave this earth, it's like, you might not even feel it. You don't know what's happening, but at least people are like, I can see his movies. I can see where he did this. I can see that he did that. And that's what gives me joy. Is to know that I took a life that he'd given me, took this breath of air, this spirit, and made something shake in this world. Because a lot of people don't. They just exist. They just allow life to happen to them, and that's it. They cool. I've never been cool with that. I got to go to the max, bro. And I felt that. That's my energy. That's my mindset.
So to that point, because one thing that you've been mentioning a lot was the roller coaster.
Yeah.
And we all go through highs and lows, and like, but for you, for Julian Horton, what was that determining factor to keep on going in the lows?
It was really just the promise that I made to myself when I was young.
4 years old.
4 years old.
Yo, I want to know, what was because a lot of people want success, but they don't understand what comes with it.
Exactly.
Right? They say to whom much is given, much is required.
Exactly.
What was the hardest part about the success when you finally got it?
You're going to have to give money away to people. That's what I learned. They know you're on Netflix now, and it's like, next thing you know, a lot of people's problems are your problems now. Not saying you have to handle that, but at the same time, me being the person I am, that's what I would say, because they weren't asking me for that before the show. The show drained. I need my rent. Two damn months past due. Got me. I'm like, yeah, I got you, nigga. So I would say that, bro. I mean, but you have to be careful. Like, I have to be careful even now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to end up in the same position I was before the show. So I think that would be the main thing. It's just like, people know you got it, whatever, a little bit more now. And it's just, yeah, bro, you're just going to have to, help. At least me, that's just my mentality. Like, cause like I said, I think me knowing that this life is tough, me struggling, I've struggled. You know, I've had help before. So it's just like, I try to pay it forward the best I can, because I do know that people are trying. And this world we live in is very, very, it ain't easy. It ain't easy, especially for the youngest coming up and stuff, because at the end of the day, bro, it's like the opportunities are very few in between. Very few in between.
Such a small window.
It really is such a small window, brother. And it's like, even you having your podcast, y'all having this podcast, bro, and the fans and the followers y'all gain from it, it's like, there's a lot of people doing podcasts right now. Yeah. They ain't got what y'all got. The people that y'all can get, and that's a blessing. As everything. So every time I see people doing big things like we're doing right now, bro, it's just like, that's what we got to honor it and pay it forward, because there's so many people trying that may never get the opportunity. And that's why I'm always keeping that in my mind all the time.
Yo, you I know we'll wrap up soon, but as far as Netflix, is it like a subscription television like Stars, HBO, where you got to get approved for the next season? Is it just like that too?
Yeah,
or?
it is.
So have y'all already got approved for it?
Yeah, season 2.
So I know y'all did season 2.
Yeah.
So I guess y'all got to put that out, wait to get approved for season 3.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Because, like, we can like it, but if they don't like it, then it's like, huh?
Exactly. But the thing about it with that, though, it's like, I think we will get more seasons automatically just because how Tyler works and the fact that he has his own bread. And Netflix ain't got to give him bread. So it's like, a lot of the times, Netflix got to get out of their pockets. Like, yo, man. They might give TP some money, but at the end of the day, TP got his own studio. Netflix ain't got to provide nothing. And he shoots these things in such a small time window that it's like the return of investment for Netflix. They ain't really, Tyler got his own thing going. So it's like, it's not that much of a concern for Netflix because TP just has his own thing going. And that's why he's a mastermind at this business model, for sure.
Yo, is the only difference between like a Tyler Perry and I guess a small black independent film, is it the budget? Because it sounds like when I hear about other people, like they shoot independent films, something that might go on Tubi or even some people that put on YouTube. Like it sounds like they shoot really quick and things like that. Is it the budget or is it other things as well?
I'll say the budget for sure.
Oh, okay.
Because Tyler has the resources and things of that nature. Like, yo, we need Roy to be in a mansion, and niggas can build that shit in a day or two, and be in a mansion. You can't do that on other sets and things of that nature. So he has the resources. Like we have a scene, let's say we have a scene going right now. A lot of times with like independent things, and just even mid-major movies that like cost like $5 to $10 million. They might have like one camera going or 2 cameras going. Tyler got 4 cameras going, so we getting coverage of everything you need at one time every time.
Okay.
So we don't have to do the scene 25 times.
Okay.
We need his coverage. It's more like we got the coverage right there.
Okay.
And if it's good, you might just do it one time. A lot of the times it's 1 to 2 takes. It's not like 5 to 10 takes or 15 takes like I've been on other sets. This is like 1, 2, max 3 you get. And it's like, we got it, moving on. And that's why he can film it so fast, because he has the resources and the budget behind it.
Nah, that's good, bro. You got anything else?
Well, one last question for me.
Sure.
And it's a very general question, though.
Yeah.
But I'll say you lived about 2 lives, right?
Yeah.
If you could talk to your 17-year-old self was talking to you right now, what would you tell him?
If I was talking to him?
Yep. About the journey, about everything that you're going through, what would you say?
That's a good question. Someone asked me that the other day. Like, what would you tell him? Actually, my brother asked me that. It's crazy because since I'm here right now, my shit would be just like, keep believing in what you believed in from when you were 4, basically. Like, keep believing and keep going and keep on the path. Because the thing about it's like, all the things I went through, I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Because it might have been, if I knew it was going to happen and like, hey, don't mess with them girls like that, nigga. Or don't do that. Or don't do that. You might not do it, but then that might have led me to another path. And I like the path I'm on right now. So sometimes you guys let people figure it out, and I would let them figure it out. Like, hey, bro, let's keep going, bro. Because you already have because I had the foundation already, though. That's the thing. I think it starts with just like a belief in yourself from young. Can you do it or not? That's what it comes down to. Can you do it or not? Are you thinking, maybe I can, maybe I'm not? No, can you do it or not? When I was young, I knew I could do it. So when I would tell myself at 17, 20, 25, keep going. Keep going, because at the end of the day, as long as you got that belief and that faith in God and the faith in yourself, something's going to shake. You just got to keep on working hard and keep on breaking down barriers and keep on just getting better and keep on working hard and keep on grinding and keep on believing in yourself. That's what it really is, bro. Belief, bro. That's what, because some people say they believe in themselves, but do you really believe in yourself, though? That's the thing. Do you really believe in yourself? You can lie to yourself. I believe in myself. No, do you really believe in yourself? Like, there's no other option. Because I'm like, bro, it's like 50 Cent said, like, Get Rich or Die Trying said, like, bro, I'm either doing this, I'm not, I got to do it. God's given all of us too much talent to just be like, okay, I'm just going to settle. And so many people have settled. I remember Viola Davis's Oscar speech, and she was like, there were so many dreams and so many aspirations of people that are now in the graveyard, and they never saw it. I can't let that be me. I can't. because we got time here on this earth. We still above ground. We still living. We still breathing. We still seeing. We still walking. So that means I got an opportunity. Yeah. That means I still got time. Time's still on my side. So it's like, I got to go full throttle. I got to go hard.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. I got a tattoo on my chest that say, as long as you got air in your lungs to breathe, you got a chance to do whatever you want in life.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And it's just like, especially when you know you got something. Because I think everyone has, gifts and purpose and things of that nature, but I think you got to find it. And once you find it, I think you got to give it to the world, because the world's a better place when you maximize what you need to do. And I think that that's what I learned about myself at a young age. I was like, bro, you too lit, bro. The world got to go see you. The world got to see you. That'd be a disservice to the world if they don't see Julian Horton, bro. And I've always thought like that. I'm like, bro, they got to see you, bro, because you going to change people's lives. Even if it's just change their mentality, change their spirit, change their faith, you're going to change something. And I've always thought that. So I would just tell my 17-year-old self to keep going, because it ended up being me.
I love that. Now, this is real, bro. I guess for the people that don't know, that's not familiar, let them know how to follow you and all that good stuff.
Instagram, Twitter, everything, Julian Horton, the number 12. So Julian Horton 12.
Oh, this is good, man.
Great.
Yo, 1% Better Show.
Alexander Devant.
Mr. J Hill. It's a wrap. We out.
Yo.
Show.